There is a generation of African women who are risking everything for the BBL surgery, Brazilian butt lift.
BBL is a surgery, and surgeries come with complications.
It is the most dangerous surgery in the world right now.
Look online how many celebrities have died this way.
Really?
Oh yeah, it just happened 2 weeks ago.
These women are losing their lives in hospital beds. They are losing everything chasing a body that social media told them was the price of being desired.
It was 7,000 euros. However, a little bit of complication happened.
A 36-year-old woman in Lagos by the name Abiola lost her life during a buttocks enlargement surgery at a clinic in Lekki. It was performed by a nurse, not a professional in that area. At the end of the day, the authorities went on to arrest the nurse and they launched an investigation.
Can BBLs be dangerous?
Yeah, so the answer to that question is yes.
Elena Jessica, a Nigerian socialite who died in early 2026 following complications from a second BBL in Lagos. The first clinic she went to declined to operate her. They gave her a warning. They said her skin was too tight. She insisted, and after the surgery, she developed a severe infection. She died.
I don't know. Jessica, don't leave me come out for this one. Jessica is dead. Jessica, that beautiful girl. At least sister is calling me. Jessica is dead. Why must she go do BBL?
Stella Obasanjo, First Lady of Nigeria, who died in Spain in 2005 after liposuction and body surgery. A foreign surgeon was found guilty of negligence after a misplaced tube caused a punctured colony. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a story about what happens when an entire continent is built on insecurity, and this has turned the African female body into a market. My name is Birioti, a digital entrepreneur, and today I take you through the world of BBL.
You're going to regret what you did. You're going to regret what you did. You're going to... It's been a year now, and I've not regret anything. I'm perfectly fine. I'm perfectly okay. I did not regret anything. Oh my God, let me celebrate.
Why are millions of African women going under the knife? And who is profiting from their insecurities? That is the question. In the past 5 years alone, demand for cosmetic surgery across Africa has exploded. Nigeria alone now among the top 20 countries in the world for cosmetic procedure demand. Social media has turned the ideal body into a product, and a generation of African women are buying it. They are buying it with their health, their savings, and sometimes their own lives. The Brazilian butt lift, or BBL, is a fat transfer procedure. Fat is liposuctioned from areas like the abdomen or thighs and then injected into the buttocks to create a fuller, rounder shape. It sounds simple, ladies and gentlemen, but it is not. The BBL has the highest mortality rate of any cosmetic surgery. Approximately 1 in 3,000 procedures results in death.
I have so many plastic surgeons around here that they will tell you they don't do BBL. It's not because they don't want the money or they don't know what to do. They are not doing it because of the complication that comes with it.
You have to understand that during procedure, if fat is accidentally injected into a large gluteal vein, it travels directly to the lungs and heart, causing pulmonary fat embolism. Death can occur within minutes, right there on the operating table.
I know many people do BBL because of, to boost their self-esteem. Ladies, I will tell you this. There are other ways to boost your self-esteem. Any man that will look at you and will not be happy with what you is seeing and what you're looking at is probably not for you.
When performed by a trained certified surgeon in a proper facility with correct technique, the risks are reduced, though never eliminated. But in Africa, most BBL procedures are not being performed in those conditions. The procedures, they are being performed in converted apartments by practitioners who bought their degrees online or who never held one at all.
The surgery went wrong. She said few days after the surgery, she noticed her body, her tummy started bringing out blisters. She now asked the nurse that, but why is my body like this? They said, her body is very sensitive. So the nurses brought out injection needle and started busting the blisters around her tummy. This surgery took place on the 8th of November 2025.
Nigeria has over 4,000 unregistered cosmetic clinics operating as of 2026. In 2024, Destiny Benjamin, a 23-year-old, lost her life 4 days after hip enlargement surgery at Sinosure in Lagos. This happened after she had developed breathing difficulties following the procedure. Now the question is, who is feeding this industry and who is really getting rich here? These women who did BBL did not make these choices in a vacuum. They were shaped deliberately by an ecosystem designed to profit from their insecurities. The social media pipeline. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Every social media platform rewards content that drives engagement, and nothing drives engagement in Africa's digital landscape like body transformation content. BBL influencers on Nigerian TikTok can amass millions of followers, brand partnerships with unregistered clinics. In 2023, a study by the African Digital Health Observatory found that 67% of cosmetic surgery advertisements targeting African women online came from unverified or unlicensed providers.
There are more unqualified people that are performing these BBL procedures than those that are, that have that elite skill.
The collapse of the rand, the naira, and the shilling against global currencies has made traveling to Turkey, Brazil, Thailand for surgeries unaffordable for most Africans. This pushed the BBL market to come to Africa. Local clinics in Lagos, Accra, Nairobi, Kampala, and Harare are now advertising quality BBL at African prices.
Cosmetic procedures like this isn't always a luxury. It was a luxury for you that you could afford. But I can tell you that for the average Nigerian woman out there, it isn't. And this is us just being realistic and factual about it. It will take you mentioned 12 million. For you, if the estimations on my head was about 15 million thereabout, yes. for the how many women will be able to cough out 15 million for a cosmetic procedure?
There is a broader pattern here that African feminists and health advocates have been sounding alarms about for years. My body, my choice.
Can she really conceive? Can she carry pregnancy? I'm not sure about that.
Let's talk about this. A few years ago, there was a pandemic of skin lightening amongst women. The skin lightening industry, a multi-billion-dollar enterprise that has long told African women their natural complexion is inferior. But now today, the BBL industry is telling African women that their natural shape is equally inadequate. Before a woman ever lies on that operating table to do BBL, something has already been done to her. In Ghana, a 2022 survey conducted by the University of Ghana Medical School found that 48% of women between the ages of 18 and 35 expressed the desire to alter their body shape. African governments know this is spreading rapidly, but they are looking the other way, and women are paying the price. Let us be clear about something. What is happening to these women is not simply a tragedy. It is in large part a failure of governance.
This is the 24th day after my tummy tuck. My BBL has moved on. I'm full of regret. I'm regretting my life by fast. And I know it's the last comment of a fool. I'm a fool. Everything they tire me in my head, they told me I want to go. Akbala soup not the sweet for my mouth again. Everything they tire me, I didn't regret. My belly not really big before. I'm not tired. I'm not tired. I want chop up and down. I don't feel they chop up and down. I don't feel they bubble. I don't feel they drink beer. I don't feel they do anything. I'm not tired. I did suffer now. I'm not tired. Today is full of regrets. Every day now they regret. When did they use big yash they do self?
So In Nigeria, the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria, the MDCN, is responsible for licensing medical practitioners. In 2023, the MDCN acknowledged that thousands of cosmetic procedures are being performed annually by unlicensed practitioners, but no proper measures have been taken to stop the spread of BBL surgeries in Nigeria. In South Africa, South Africa's Health Professions Council requires that all cosmetic surgical procedures be performed only by registered medical professionals. Back in 2024, investigation by the Daily Maverick found that aesthetic clinics operating across Johannesburg, Durban and Cape Town were performing procedures with zero HPCSA oversight. In Kenya, the Medical Practitioners and Dentist Council has taken some of the most aggressive action on the continent, revoking licenses, raiding unlicensed clinics, but enforcement is underfunded. A clinic might shut down on Friday but can be operating again on WhatsApp by Monday. In Ghana and Zimbabwe, the regulatory frameworks for cosmetic surgery remain almost entirely underdeveloped. There are no dedicated laws governing non-surgical aesthetic procedures. Out of the operating rooms and the grief, a movement is rising. But this is not only a story of what is being done to women, it is also a story of what women are doing about it. In South Africa alone, a coalition of human rights lawyers is currently building what may become the first class action lawsuit against unregistered cosmetic clinic on the African continent. On social media itself, a countercultural movement is growing. African creators with millions of followers are coming out rejecting the BBL surgeries and documenting their own journeys of reclaiming their natural bodies. No cosmetic surgical procedure should be permitted without a mandatory psychological consultation. Schools, community centers, they must be honest conversations about beauty standards and the real risk of cosmetic surgery. Not shaming, not judging, but education. Here's what nobody in this industry wants you to believe. Your body as it is, exactly as it arrived in this world, shaped by your history, is not a problem. It is not a market. The women I told you about who lost their lives after BBL procedures, they were beautiful. They were enough. And the world that told them otherwise is the world that needs to change. Thank you so much guys for watching this far, and make sure to subscribe and like the video.